Coming up next, I did a video a few days ago talking about my top 5 fragrances going into 2022 that you need to smell. Well, I saved the best for last, actually. This video I have right behind my hand here, my #1 pick for the fragrance you need to try, you need to smell. And Maurice is gonna join me with actually his #1 pick.
Sure.
So stay tuned to find out what they are coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose. And for those of you who are joining me now, you can see Maurice is with me.
Hey guys,
welcome.
how are you?
One of the co-owners of Osme Perfumery here in Miami. And in my hands right here, I have my #1 fragrance pick that I think you need to smell, you need to wear, you need to try going into 2022. I did a video like a week ago where I talked about my top 5. And I was actually saving one. I didn't say that in the video, but I wanted to wait because I really wanted to kind of let it sit for a little bit because all these are great fragrances and any of them, you can go back and look at the video, are wonderful. But this is my #1 fragrance. And for those of you who watch my channel, you're gonna know why in a second. But so Maurice, I'll actually let you take over and kind of recommend and then I'll do my pick. So I'll put this down.
Cool. So I think we have so much brands that have new releases all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get overwhelmed with so much new stuff.
I do.
There was a new perfume from Imaginary Office. I think it's called, it's this one here.
Ah, Fox in the Flower Bed. You guys see that? Get a little bit closer there. There you go. Fox in the Flower Bed.
I didn't have a chance to really go in and wear this and experience this particular perfume. And a lot of times we overlook the small brands because we think that the big houses are doing, you know, all the magic. But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This perfume is for the experts. This is an animalic tuberose that hits the soul in all the right places. Very underrated. One of my favorite releases from the house of Imaginary Office.
I couldn't agree with you more. This was in my top 5 list that I recommended, ironically. So I think we both agree on this. And to me, yes, it's like beautiful this beautiful jasmine that has, like you said, that animalic kind of musk to it. It's not too floral, but it's not too sweet, but it's a little bit sexy.
Sometimes men are a little bit reluctant to wear jasmine, and I get it, I understand. You don't want to smell like a lady. But this particular perfume is so unisex that you can actually wear it without feeling effeminate. It is beautifully blended, and it's something that you should get your hands on.
Yeah.
My other pick is something that...
So you get 2 from him, all right, cool.
I just got it in a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And it's Cavort. My pronunciation might be a little bit off.
There you go, guys. So I would have pronounced it Cavort, but Cavort.
I'm sure neither of us speak French.
Yeah, right, exactly.
This particular perfume is very smooth, classy, sexy. It has like some spicy notes in the base, but trust me, that lanthanum, that creamy, rich, ambery smell is just one of those perfumes that you can actually feel amazing wearing it to work, to an event, or even to a wedding. It's just easygoing and blended to perfection. One of my little new gems.
So brand new from Fragrance Du Bois. I actually just smelled it for the first time a couple days ago. That's why it wasn't on my list yet, because I haven't really got to know it yet. But yeah, my first thought, it has this kind of like saffron cinnamon opening, which are 2 notes I really love. And I think this is one of those fragrances, knowing the people that I see shopping here all the time, I think this one probably will be very popular.
So I'm sure there's a story behind this, behind the brand and behind the name, behind...
We'll have to ask Josie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what I like to do is I like to wear it for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, before I start to read anything. So I still haven't read anything on this particular perfume because I don't really want to be influenced. I want to see how it works on my skin and what occasion I think I should actually wear this perfume, how long it lasts, what's the projection. This is so good, all that doesn't matter. It's how it makes one feel.
And you know what, before I get onto my choice, that's actually such an awesome piece of advice. I've talked about it in some of my videos before, that I highly recommend before you smell something, you don't read about it, you don't read reviews about it, you don't go online, find YouTube reviews, online reviews, you don't even look it up, because the studies, the science behind psychology show that you are highly persuaded by what you read, by what you hear. And if you do that before, I think, you know, you wear it and get your own impression first, you're not gonna have a true impression of the fragrance. So yeah, excellent advice. Excellent advice as usual for Maurice. And okay, that leads me for my number one pick of fragrances, or a fragrance that you need to smell, I'm telling you, going into 2022. And that is, without further ado, Poe. This is Poe from Arquiste, the black bottle, the familiar kind of like cylinder shape with the gold top with the engraving. You can see the top, you have the engraving.
So,
yes.
with this particular perfume, I don't think it comes with a gold cap. It comes with a black cap.
Oh, okay.
But
But the one in the store.
we lost the cap, so I replaced it with a gold one. But
Oh, okay.
it's all black.
So there you go. It's gonna have an all black bottle with a black cap, and it will have obviously this kind of white. Let me just show you, you can see the name. It's a little bit dark in here now, but that's where the name is, Poe, which is French for skin. And for those of you who follow my channel, and I know a lot of people comment, they know what I like. Poe, skin fragrance, skin scent are basically one of my favorite genres. I can't get enough of them. It seems to be a pretty big trend right now. A lot of great fragrances have come out in the last year that have this skin smell, whether it be from a Tot Libre d'Orange, Veronique Gabai, we got Memo Paris. I mean, just wonderful skin fragrances. But to me, I gotta say, this one is the best one I've smelled so far.
Okay.
When you look at the notes, it's got this ambergris accord, which is at the top. Ambergris usually is something that sits as a base note, but they put it at the top, which is so unusual. It's got white pepper. It's got like a leather-like labdanum in the base. It's got just, I think, clary sage at the top also, and musk. The whole thing, when you put it together, if you read the description,
Sounds like you're in love.
it sounds like I'm in love with this fragrance. It is that good. It talks about in the description about how when you have your lover and the smell of their skin and like the smell of their neck, and this to me nails it. Just absolutely nails it. So, your thoughts on it?
So for me, I'm gonna break it down a little bit simpler.
Okay.
For me, it is a beautiful woody perfume. It's a beautiful combination between wood and citruses, and it just speaks to me. And it's easy to wear.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for the hot weather.
And what's also interesting is, for a mini Arquiste, I think this one's a little bit lighter. Would you say a little bit more? It's not as intense as some of the Arquiste, which I love the brand. You've heard me talk about.
I agree.
Elle, which is one of my favorites. It's like a dirty barbershop fougere, I call it. You have Non-Bon. You have all these great, really rich, dark fragrances, and this one's a little bit lighter.
This is a little bit lighter. This is something that you can actually put on every day and not really get sick of it. You can easily overspray as well. As you can actually tell, I'm a chronic oversprayer. And that one is one that you can really go to town on.
This one, I would easily put 15 to 20 sprays on. I like it that much. I think this is going to be a huge hit coming into the 2022 year. For those of you who watched Scent Explore a couple weeks ago, we did a panel discussion among a bunch of content creators, and one of the questions that was asked of us, and I had to go first on the spot, was what is the one fragrance you're looking forward to the most and recommending for 2022? And this is what I said right off the top of my head. So I had to do a follow-up video on that. So.
Okay.
Cool. Well, as always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all your support. And thank you, Maurice, for
Always
joining.
a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. I'll be back soon with another video. Peace, love, and perfume.